Hello everybody and welcome back to NCAA 2004. We are continuing on with where we were in the Bama Dynasty mode here, and we're just moving week by week. I mean, we did just sim a week against Kentucky here, our first conference game, since Kentucky's never really worth watching. Those games are never worth watching, but our out-of-conference schedule is because we are running the gauntlet still. And we have taken down Texas, ranked number 6. We've taken down Fresno State, ranked number 7. Both teams that were in the BCS national title last year, and now we're playing the number 1 ranked team in the country for that number 1 spot. We're coming for the number 1 spot, okay? Just like Luda. And we're going up against Virginia Tech, the Hokies, who are ranked number 1. They were really decent last year. I mean, they've been decent overall. They've been ranked in the top 25, for all 8 seasons. All 8 completed seasons of the sim, they've been ranked in the top 25. And 5 of those 8 finishes were in the top 10. Okay, and I think 3 of those were in the top 5. So Virginia Tech has been a perennial team in this series, but unfortunately it hasn't really netted in much of anything. I mean, I think they've won their share of bowl games, but they've only won the Big East twice. They only have 2 Big East titles in that whole run. So 8 years they've been finishing, I think even in the top 20, not even just top 25. I think outside of the top 10 finishes, those are all 16s and 17s and 11s, you know. So they've been finishing in the top 20 for all 8 of these seasons, and they've only won the Big East twice. That's a weird thing, man. A weird stat. I mean, you'd have to try to do that. Try to have that kind of track record. So, but Virginia Tech got big hopes this year, and I mean, this isn't a conference game for them, so they could still win the Big East, but we are definitely looking to knock them out of the BCS conversation early if we can. So Barton here on a 3rd and 6, already facing some adversity, and in a whole mess of players, he somehow gets that to an open receiver, or, you know, I don't want to say open, because he definitely wasn't, but Andrew Solomon was able to haul that one in, fortunately, in all that coverage. So 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Barton going to go with a delayed handoff to Lehman, who's got plenty of open space. He tries to dive for the end zone, but there was a man in his way, so his dive got stopped. And he's entering into this game here. You can see on the screen, entering into this game, almost 400 yards and 6 touchdowns. So, I mean, he's already kind of blowing our way at our expectations. And there's touchdown number 7 on the year for Demetric Lehman here. I'm wondering if he can match J.J. Wright's 10 touchdowns from last year in just the first 4 games of the season. That would be absolutely massive for us, man. A huge, huge change in production from the running attack of this team. So on a 2nd and 12 here, Barton has to go for a little bit longer of a pass here, and he does manage to get it here. It looked like Thomas Samples, maybe. It looked like an 83, I think, is what we saw. So, but it's another completion regardless for the Crimson Tide offense as we are moving a little bit forward now with some momentum against the Hokies after an early score. So Virginia Tech's offense not doing a whole lot here, but we are definitely looking to do a lot as the first quarter comes to a close. We haven't seen a whole lot, so the Hokies are expecting, their fans are expecting something here. So on a 3rd and 1 here to open up the second quarter here, Barton's going to go with a handoff to the fullback, Robbie Tanner, who had a fumble in the last game, but this time he manages to hold on to at least get the first down. So that's, you know, all we're asking for, at least get the first down, buddy. So 1st and 10 now for the Crimson Tide, and Lehman once again shot out of a cannon is going to get to the first down marker. He's going to be brought down well shy of it, but I think maybe forward momentum. I think maybe he's going to get at least the first down. So 3rd and goal now we're going to fast forward to Virginia Tech trying to keep us off, trying to get our offense off the field, but Lehman's going to get into the end zone for his 8th touchdown of the year, so he might hit that 10 touchdown mark in this game. That's nuts, man. That'd be crazy. I don't know if he's going to do it, but I'm already smiling ear to ear just thinking about it, as Demetric Lehman's been such a huge blessing for this offense early on, man, and now he's already got multiple touchdowns in all of these games that he's played this year. But Virginia Tech finally going to move on offense a little bit, I guess you could call it that. But their quarterback, Sam Crocker, is going to move almost out of into pressure and ends up finding Pat Burks, the junior, our linebacker here, manages to find Pat Burks, and this one's going the other way. So now 3rd and 4 here inside the red zone. Once again, Barton has to get a first down here, but he gets it off to Thomas Samples, and Samples is going to get brought down at about the 1-yard line. And man, Ryan Barton is absolutely cooking right now. We are cooking up the Hokies, and now that's going to be a timeout here as we're trying to conserve some time and at least get into the end zone. And on 2nd and goal, Ryan Barton's going to keep it in himself and sneak it. He's going to quarterback sneak it in here, and we don't see a lot of those. I think we've seen one before in the series, but Ryan Barton, man, and he pays for it too. He absolutely pays for that. But he definitely does get into the end zone, so we can't be mad about it. So 21-0 over the Hokies, the number 1 ranked team in the country, heading into halftime, man. Virginia Tech needs a surge of something, man. But we are back on offense here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, Barton going to run it out himself here try and leg it, and he's going to get absolutely flattened. Oh my goodness. Someone check if he's okay. Someone check if he has a pulse. Someone rush an IV out there. He gets absolutely clobbered, and I can't be surprised that he fumbled the football. So Crocker and the Hokies now moving the other way, deep in our end. Crocker steps up in the pocket and unloads. It's going to be picked off once again. There's a flag on the field here, but hold on. There's a lot of extra space. CJ Bennett's got a step here. He's outrunning the running back, and he's definitely going to win that foot race, and it's a pick six all the way back the other way, pending this flag here. We have to see what the flag is, and it's a holding call in Virginia Tech, so it's going to stand. We're going to get a huge pick six. That's like an 80-yard pick six the other way. So Virginia Tech finally gets an opportunity following a Ryan Barton fumble, and CJ Bennett says, "Don't worry about it, quarterback. I got you." So pick six now makes it 28-0. But Virginia Tech now back on offense, and Crocker's going to keep it himself here on the option. Everyone just kind of avoided the quarterback. They figured he would eventually pitch it, and he doesn't, and he ends up getting a pretty big run off of that option play. He just keeps it himself. So nice pickup for Virginia Tech, and now it's 1st and 10. For the Hokies, and again they're going to go with the option play, but Crocker's going to step out of it and wants to throw for it instead. It's going to be caught for a touchdown, so it definitely threw off the defense there. I don't think anyone expected that to happen, but nice little heads-up play by Crocker maybe. He nearly gets flattened once again. That's kind of a wobbler coming out of his hand. I guess he does get hit. Yeah, I guess you couldn't say. He definitely did get clobbered a little bit. He gets hit there. And that ball is going to be caught into the end zone by Jared Sutherland, the sophomore. So it's a touchdown for Virginia Tech. They finally answer back. They're trying to do it again. Pressure's on to Crocker. He has to run away from it and somehow gets rid of it in time for another first down completion. And Virginia Tech starting to move with a little bit of purpose here as Reginald Ewing, the tight end, is able to make that catch. So it's another 3rd and 8, though, as the third quarter is coming to a close. Crocker, looking downfield here, takes a shot towards the end zone. It's going to be caught for another Virginia Tech touchdown. And now the Hokies are finally starting to pick up some rhythm here. They're finally starting to feel a little bit of groove. It took the entirety of the first half and most of the third quarter. But it looks like Virginia Tech is finally deciding to play a little bit of football with what little left time they have of it. So they come within 14 here of the Crimson Tide, but we still have a nice little lead over them. So if we can score again, I'd feel pretty good about it, but there's still plenty of time. But a 4th and 15 for the Hokies already, man, as they're struggling to move the ball here early in the 4th quarter. And Crocker takes a shot towards the end zone. It's going to sail just over the head of his receiver here. We had plenty of guys in the area anyway. I'm not sure if that would have been completed had it even been on the mark. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. But now we have to give the ball back to Virginia Tech. So 3rd and 10 here. Crocker taking another shot downfield. And again, sails that one out of bounds. So Virginia Tech really struggling, man, on these first few plays of the drive. And they have to punt that one away in their own end. So 1st and 10 for the Crimson Tide. We're going to have to Lehman, and don't tell me. Do not tell me. Demetric Lehman, man, gets his 3rd touchdown of the game. That's touchdown number 9 on the season. He's nearly matched J.J. Wright's production in terms of touchdowns in just 4 games. Across 4 games, man. There's no way. No shot, man. It's great. It's great. They were the same overall. They're 86 overall, but Demetric Lehman just has something about his build, something about his physique that just makes him such a more elusive and powerful running back. Not power back, but just finesse. I mean, just so much faster and quicker. It's great to see. So 35-14 is the score, but Virginia Tech's not done. Kind of a weird catch there. He was tackled well shy of the goal line, but they're going to say that he was in. So that's going to be another touchdown for Virginia Tech, but that's all that's going to happen in the 4th quarter of play as Virginia Tech manages to add some more points here, but we managed to also keep our 14-point padding of our lead, and Virginia Tech is unable to kind of maintain that momentum of the 3rd quarter into the 4th as mistakes galore kind of arise for both teams, and but we are, going to end up on the winning side of it. So we managed to take down the number 6, the number 7th, and the number 1 ranked team. And if you think that's it, it's not, because of course we still have Arkansas who's ranked, we still have Tennessee who's going to be ranked, we still have LSU who might be ranked by the time we play them. So I mean, this is an absolutely brutal gauntlet of a schedule, as we've said, and we really kind of showed out here against Virginia Tech, and it's a huge game. It's a huge game to win. A very, very huge game, I guess. It's being downplayed, I feel like, because it just really wasn't that much of a fight from Virginia Tech. I mean, Fresno State and Texas both kind of gave a little bit more resiliency. I mean, we were up big on Texas early, but I mean, their offense never really stopped, and Virginia Tech kind of a struggle. This is probably one of the weirdest quarterback lines you'll see here. 6 of 6 for 106 yards. I mean, just such a weird game. No touchdowns, no picks, just a weird game for Ryan Barton, but he did what he had to do, man. Did what he had to do. Demetric Lehman only 98 yards, so he didn't even crack 100 yards this game. But he does get 3 touchdowns, which is massive. And look at the receiving core, man. Look at this. What is this? What a weird game, man. What a weird game. It's going to be talked about for a while. It's definitely going to be talked about. We only have the one defensive touchdown, so it's not even like, that's where the production came from. I don't know what it was, but Arkansas is ranked 11th in the country now, so we have single-handedly kind of reshuffled the deck here in the top 25 and the eventual BCS rankings, but our job is not done because we still have the Arkansas Razorbacks. So that's one of our biggest games that we play every year, so hope to see you guys there back in Tuscaloosa when we play the Razorbacks.